The story from the project, innocent black man. Let me be clear, damn man. The story from the project, innocent black man.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Small Account Challenge. Today is day number 148. In the pre-market this morning, I noticed that SPY had gapped down and got smacked down pretty nicely. I'm not sure why that was the case. Probably because some news came out. Who knows? But it was running up for a while, so you know it's only a matter of time before it gets smacked back down. Anyway, with that news in my mind, I already knew the way I'm going to play the market this morning. Anyway, I waited for the market to open up, do what we do, got a nice base hit, and I was able to pull out a green day. And I'm going to tell you exactly how we pulled it off. And today, midday, market recap. People who have subscribed to this channel have asked me, do I give training for these small account stuff? And I'm going to be starting that. First, I need to see if there's real interest in it. So in the comment section below, put the word interested, and then I know if people are really interested, because I know there are traders who don't have a lot of money and they would like to learn how to grow their small amount of money into a large amount of money and then take it on their own. All right, y'all, let's go over the trades from this morning. I'm excited because today I finally finished the last video for that training. I went through quite a few examples on my strategy so people can follow along if they want to do that strategy. Anyway, here we go. Today we only got into 4 trades. We was able to pull out a nice one. We lost on the third one, but we came back on the fourth one, smacked them in the face, and we was out the door. All right, let's pull the charts up. Our first trade of the day was SPY to the downside at 939. All right, cool. Let's pull the chart up. Here we go. We got it up already. All right, the candle that starts the market is a green candle. Anybody know why? Of course, we was gapping down. So once the market opens up, people want to take their profits, so it starts shooting up. Anyway, that candle closed. The very next candle opens up 30, closes at 35. What do we have here? An upper and a lower wick. So what do I do next? I set the upper and lower key levels for the day. All right, so I set my upper key level and my lower key level. Remember, now that becomes my my area of confluence, whether I'm going to the upside or downside. All right, cool. The very next candle opens up 35, closes at 40. That candle breaks the upper key level, but I've learned to wait till the candle close if the energy is not that strong. Energy wasn't that strong. The candle, it broke above it and it came right back down. On this comeback down, I jumped in right after the candle closed to the downside. Jumped in 939. On the very next candle, we get a pop up to the upper key, but now it's acting like a level of resistance. Pop back down on this lower wick. I sold my position at 941, and we was able to catch our first green trade of the day. I'm like, all right, cool. So now it's up to me. Do I want to continue or do I want to go home? I said, coach, put me back in the game. Let's go. All right, cool. The very next trade was on SPY to the upside at 10:04. After that trade, I had to wait a while for my next entry. Why? Because I'm trying my best to only take trades when the edge is present and the probability is in my favor. Because remember, this is a probabilistic environment, so you want to take trades when the probability of the trade going in your favor is high. And if it don't go against you, that's why we have the guardrails. All right, cool. Here we go. 10:04 to the upside. All right, cool. The candle that opens up 55, 50 closes at 55 is a no-go because we're sitting in between the upper and lower key levels. The few candles after that, before that, did the same thing. The very next candle, 10 o'clock, same thing. In between the key levels, no trade. The very next candle opens up 10 o'clock, closes at 10:05. This one breaks above the key, the upper key level. I like the way it breaks, so I jump in to the upside. 10:04, 42 seconds. It closes. It stays above the key level. I like it. The very next candle tried to go against it, but what I do, I add a contract at 10:07. This is the candle that opens up 10:05, closes at 10:10. I add a contract at 10:07. banking on the upper key level being a level of support now versus a level of resistance. It does hold. That candle closed. The very next candle opens up 10.10, closes at 10.15. It's riding up. I add another contract at 10.11. We squeezing up, and I sell my position at 10.12 right as we come up to a daily key level on my chart. I knew that was going to be a little bit of resistance. As you can see here, it does. Next couple of candles, they kind of get stuck up there. So anyway, that's the purpose of daily key levels, and I show you how to do that in the training as well. So anyway, y'all, that's the second green trade of the day. So now we sitting pretty. So now we pretty much could stop, because that was 1, 2, that was 3 contracts, right? And we took good contracts. I mean, good option strike prices. So that one we had a good delta. So it was pretty much good. We was good on that one. But I said, Coach, put me back in the game. I think we can go for another one. And it was on the next one that we lost. But thank God for the guardrails. All right, here we go. The next trade was at 10.13 to the downside. All right, cool. As that candle we got out of at 10.12 is getting ready to close, I jump into the downside, banking on this upper key level to be a level of resistance. I mean upper key level for my daily chart to be a level of resistance. It does do that, and I'm absolutely right. At 10.13 we in. It starts going down. I tried to add a contract, and I accidentally sold on the position while it was in the red, and that's how we took the small loss on that one. Sometimes I'm moving too fast, trying to get my orders in and get my orders out, and then I got jammed up on that one, and that's how we took a loss, because that one would have also been a green trade, because as you can see, the candle closed at 10.15. The very next candle, the one I would have been sitting in, going to the downside, was a red candle, and that would have gave us a good enough more gains on that one. It's all right though. It happens as long as the losses was kept small. And on the very last trade, Coach, I got one more shot in me. Give it to me again. All right, here we go. It was at 10.42. So on this one, we had to sit around for a while because we needed good entry. All right, cool. As spot consolidates at 10.20, 25 still consolidating, 30 consolidating, 35 consolidating, 40 consolidating. On the very next candle, I noticed we're getting a doji, which means we'll be coming to a situation of indecision, and we might start to make a move. All right, cool. I'm watching it. It can't get over that upper key level for my daily chart. So now we got a what? Like a triple top. I'm like, oh, we going back down. All right, cool. I jump in at 10.42 and 17 seconds. The candle closed 10.45. I don't get real movement, but I'm cool with that. The very next candle opens up 45, closes at 50. We squeeze up a little bit above the key level. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna go against me, but it comes right back down. I bring down the cost basis. So now I got 2 contracts. I jumped in at 10.43. All right, cool. The very we still holding this bad boy. As this candle about to close, I add another contract at 10.50. So now I got the 3 contracts. So here we go. It's on the very next candle. We get a lot of downward pressure. The candle that opens up at 50 closes at 55. I sell my position at 10.52. And there you have it, y'all. That's how we was able to pull out 3 for 4 today, y'all. I'll take it as we are climbing through the $2,400 level. You can see it there. Like I said, so that's the end of the week. We was able to finish strong. Of course, you know, Monday is Memorial Day, so the market's going to be closed. So have a long weekend and enjoy yourself. If you didn't do too good today, get the dirt up your shoulders and keep it moving, because as my first day trading mentor teacher would say, tomorrow, or in this case, Tuesday, is another day. And be on the lookout for that training, because it's coming soon. Now it's time for me to start editing and put it together and shoot that out to you guys. All right, y'all. Thank you for those who've been saying they're interested. I'm so glad about that. I know it was so many people. I thought it was a small community, but a lot of people keep saying they're interested. So I got to put it out there for the folk. My strategy, the one I use every day. And like I said, I'm trying to pay it forward. All right, y'all. Anyway, catch you on a Tuesday. All right, y'all. Peace.